To me, success is when you have to start from scratch and then you move somewhere and you're moving in on your own for the first time, away from your family. So therefore, that's success. That's success to step one, because you paying your own rent now. You got to do this for yourself now. You got to cook for yourself. You got to take care of yourself. So that's success. That's a step forward in your life.
Setting a goal and stand within the means of that goal, within trying to get from the bad point to the good point.
I got my own email and I got my little job online, and as soon as things pick up, I want to move forward to, to better myself,
This is what I wanted for me. I overcame my drug problem and I overcame my homelessness by applying myself and taking advice from people that I knew and that I didn't know, with positive results.
Be more independent, to eventually get out of here and get back into my own home or duplex or whatever, have a yard, and maybe get a small job, but I'll probably always be on disability. But basically,
My goals was to have a stable job and a foundation where I can just sit and move forward on to something bigger and better.
Where you have put plans in your life where you can move forward, and you're not gonna let nobody step on it to bring it down.
I had nothing when I moved in here, and I built myself back up with my self-esteem and working hard, getting the things that I needed to get.
You're not here to stay. You're here to do better.
I was living in a trailer. It had mold. And I went on Murfreesboro Road and seen a sign that said Urban Housing Solution. And I went in there and put my application. They called me and I went from Mercury Court and got a lot of information from there. We had a social worker there, and they had a lot of contact how to get a hold of a lot of people.
I got introduced to urban housing through the Nashville Rescue Mission for Women. I kind of found it on my own, really. As you can say, I heard it through the grapevine, but I'm very independent, so when I came to urban housing, I told them my story. I told them what I was looking for, what I was in need of, and they had me on the waiting list for a month, and I was in the Nashville Women's Mission for 3 months, and they put me in a unit where I now reside and I can call my home for now.
Our first couple nights, we slept on the floor, and I was good with that because that was our house. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what we wanted to do permanently. I mean, I ain't like it that bad. I like it here. I really do. I find a lot of peace here. Me and my son is here. Since we've been here, he has become an A student. So I am like stupid excited about that. His whole everything just changed once he got here. I had my other son, when he was here, he was valedictorian. Once he got here, he went to school, he became valedictorian. So I'm like, yo, do it, Bird, yeah. I had to pat me because I made that change, you know what I'm saying? If I would have made that change, that wouldn't have happened.
I was homeless for 5 years, and it was due to living situations, but I was in the women's shelter for a year, and one of the ladies at the women's shelter told me about urban housing. I had a few challenges from the transition. One was I didn't have a lot of property. Like I didn't have a bed or any kind of furniture or anything. But the coordinators helped me to get all of that established. They helped me to get my ID and other identifications that I needed to get.
Well, I fell on hard times. And I've heard through some people that urban housing that was picking up people that needed help. And I just one day just went by and filled out application, and I ran into Miss Mitchell, and she was a big help, and I had to give her props. She took care of me. I give her 2 thumbs up.
I fell on hard times. I lost my job and I'm on disability, and I was looking for a part-time job and I lost that one. And basically I was going to get evicted, and my brother lives in urban housing, and he told me, why don't you try urban housing till you get back on your feet. So I applied and moved in here and just trying to take little steps to get back on my feet.
I was on drugs for 27 years. So that was part of my life back then. Then I went to stay with my family, and then they got me started. They started helping me out. Then I had a little bit of curfew. I've been in and out of penitentiary too. And see, that right there helped bring your foundation too, because they help you find a place and within yourself where you can stay to yourself. But I'm a friendly person, so I don't like being by myself. I really don't. So then my family went along with me to help me to go around and find places, and one of my friend girls told us about urban housing. So then I went down there to the urban housing with my caseworker from Sunstone, and they put in an application, talked to Yolanda, and Yolanda would call me regularly, tell me, make sure you keep calling us. And then one day I was just out, and then I got a phone call. I said, do you still want your place? I said, yes. She said, because I've been calling you. I said, yes. She said, well, you need to come on and get your keys. I said, oh, I'll be down there in 10 minutes. And see, a lot of people be walking around talking to me, and they be like, well, I need to get this done, or I need to get this taken care of. I say, well, have you talked to your caseworker? Because they have these resources available on hand that you don't have to come out of your pocket with. They got programs that will pay for this for you.
The Clinic of Mercury Court is a unique collaboration because not only do we provide primary health care, but we provide wraparound services. We're a true interdisciplinary clinic. That means when you come in, there's not just a doctor, but there's a nurse practitioner, a pharmacist, a behavioral health therapist, and a social worker. So if you come in for one issue, they can be addressed by all. So that's another reason to access the services at Mercury Court.
I goes there for to get checkups. I goes there for if anything hurting. I goes there regular for my blood pressure checking.
You can be a walk-in. You don't have to have an appointment. Which most doctor's office, if you miss your appointment, don't have an appointment. You got to wait a long time to get in the doctor's office. So.
211 is an information system which gives you, well, you let them know what your needs are, and they will give you phone numbers for whatever agencies, that you may need, whatever you may need.
Anything in Davidson County you can't get a hold of. So say if you don't have 411 on your phone, and like me personally, I can't read, so I needed like a doctor or a dentist or need to go somewhere so they can give you the phone number for that or the contact, how to get there. Our Davis is a place for fixed income for people like me on Social Security disability when their teeth are so messed up and the dentist can't do nothing else for them, and your money, like your card can't pay for it, they, have you send what income you have to them and show them how much money you get a month, and they don't give it to you, they give it to the dentist office where they can fix your teeth or just, get rid of them, however you want it to be done.
Here they give you a caseworker, and you have a lot of people that's here to help you along the way, as far as your caseworker and people that helps you with transportation, regardless if you got to get to a doctor's appointment or you need groceries or stuff like anything. People here helps you. You just got to take the initiative and come to them, because they don't know what you need unless you come first.
No one will ever know somebody's story. You'll never know what they had to go through. You'll never know what they've been through. You'll never know what they had to see, what they had to live, what they had to speak, what they had to do. You'll never know, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Everybody's their own person. You can't dwell on it. You're supposed to move forward.
Work hard. Make sure this is what you want, not what you feel that you should have, but what you want and what you need to better yourself. It's not easy, it's hard, just take it day by day.
Your story is there to teach not only yourself, but to speak guidance and wisdom into others, that maybe some who are currently going through it or who have been through it, or maybe who haven't just even got there yet. You never know.
Try to maintain a new environment, a new addiction. I'm put it that way, because it will be an addiction, because you're gonna have to focus on what you're doing. So this is gonna have to be your new drug.
Listen to your service coordinators, get to know them, because they will help you and back you up as long as you tell them the truth, as long as you tell them what you need. They always back you up. Just not to be scared to get out there and just to meet people. You know, do it on your own level gradually, but don't lock yourself away.
I used to tell my little brother this all the time, and my little sister. When you grow up, you're supposed to boss up or get tossed up. Number one rule in life.